Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm Sedana Denise, and this is why you should never work a 9 to 5 again. Let's get right on into this video, all right? So, a little bit backstory about me, and the reason why I'll never work a 9 to 5 is, one, I haven't worked one in almost 2 years. I quit my job in 2023 of March, all right? And how I got there, let me tell you how I got there first of all, because you probably want to know, how can I take a sabbatical, how can I quit my job, and how can I live a life that's for me? Even if your plan isn't after you quit your job to start a business or get a YouTube channel or whatever, although I think you should, because content creation is only going to take off more and more people are coming on the internet and online all the time. Anyways, so I think save up. So what I did was I only focused on finances for about a year. I also had a sugar daddy, so that helped your girl out. But I did have 2 jobs, okay? So I had 2 jobs. One job to pay my bills and one job to save my money. So one job I used just to pay my bills and live like and go out and stuff like that, and the other job I use only to save. If you can do that, I would suggest doing that for a year if you can. Okay, I know everybody isn't in the situation that I was in. Okay, if you cannot do that, I want you to start programming yourself out of lack and unworthiness and start aligning yourself with the life you want. Affirmations work. Speaking to the universe and telling God exactly what you want works. I want you to play those affirmations at night. I want you to play those things, play the affirmations in the morning. I want you to hypnotize yourself into being the best version of yourself. And that is, I don't want to work a 9. We're not going to say I don't want to work a 9 to 5, because anytime you say I don't, the universe works in, it draws in whatever you're saying. So whatever you say is going to duplicate it, right? So if you say I don't want to work a 9 to 5, it'll give you I don't want to work a 9 to 5. But I also think it vibrates on the energy of what you don't want, right? That's vibrating on I don't want. So what you want to focus on saying is what you desire. Only focus on the desire. You don't even have to say a monetary goal. So what if your desire is to travel the world and create content online? So that's what I'll focus on. I'm so excited to travel the world and create content online. I'm so excited that everything is constantly working out in my favor. I'm so excited that I'm the luckiest human in the world. I'm so excited that I have infinite opportunities to make money from all around the world. I'm so excited that I'm aligned with my highest timeline. I want you to do that as often as possible. And in every situation you can, I want you to choose the path that brings you the most happiness in every moment you can, in every moment you can in every moment you can remember. I'm talking really fast. I have a little bit of ADHD, and I also had an oil of oregano, and I took my vitamins, girl. I'm on one, and the sun is sunning, and I'm in nature, so your girl is talking fast. However, I just want you to follow joy as often as you can, and then that can also lead you out of the 9 to 5 wormhole and into a more joyful and happy life, because that's really what the goal is. And a 9 to 5 didn't make me happy, which is why I ended up quitting. Also, technically, I didn't work a 9 to 5, y'all. I was working from 2 to 6 at an after-school program, and also as a play ball coach during the day. Prior to that, I could never hold a regular 8-hour job. I would quit every 8-hour job I had. I went to school for early childhood education, and I thought because I was teaching that I could change lives and that would draw me in and make me want to work. It did not. Baby, it did not. I worked half-day preschools from like 8 to 1, and then I'll go to my after-school program from 2 to 6. So I would trick myself into thinking that I wasn't working one full-time job, when in reality, we all know I was. It was just 2 different things, and it was transition, right? And that's why I like teaching, because it broke everything up, and by the time I looked up, my day was over. So it was very quick. However, it was still emotionally and physically draining, having to get up, sit in traffic, being accountable for showing up to a place even when I didn't feel like it, even when mentally I was stressed out in my own life, even when my bills weren't paid and I'm still working 2 jobs, y'all. But I'm also not gonna lie to y'all, I probably called out once a week from every single one of those jobs. I'm not gonna lie, for 3 years I probably called out once a week. That's how I am. Like, if I am not, baby, I will call out. I will call the freak out. So that's how I also knew that culture wasn't for me. If you find yourself miserable, if you find yourself having to force yourself to do these things, it's not for you. Maybe it's your career path, maybe it's that job, but really we're in a society we're all not meant to work jobs anyways, which is why a lot of people are clinically depressed, diagnosed with ADHD and all of this other things, because we're being forced into slave labor, blah 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 blah. Anyways, another reason why I won't work a 9 to 5 again. Okay, so take those tips that I told you. One of the tips was to, if you can, work 2 jobs if you can, suffer for a little bit so you can enjoy your life for a longer period of time. Another way is to manifest your way into your dream life, because manifestation works, and I'll put that in another video of why manifestation works. All right. Number 3 is to Those are the only two ways I have right now. Also, number 3 would be to start an online business and slowly quit your job. From that, start a YouTube video, start an online digital course. It's so many videos out there. A Pinterest account can be monetized. A Patreon account can be monetized. If you have a skill set, sell that shit. Sell it yourself instead of selling your skill set to your job. Because what you're doing right now is selling a skill set to a job instead of selling it directly to the consumer, which would be me or somebody else. Sell that skill set